My name is Tiwonge Hango. I'm from Malawi, which is Southern Africa. My music is, I call it Afrofusion because I play traditional music and I just fuse it with different Western elements to create, my kind of genre. But the roots are more African, more Malawian, and it comes from traditional dances, which is in Malawi we call manganje, vimbuza. Those are kind of dances and the traditional dances that we have in the country. Yeah. In Malawi, our music comes from the drumming. So we have kind of a drum called ngoma. It's in West Africa they use more djembe, but the drums are kind of different. It's with the ngoma, which is that's where I draw my music from, and it's a very important instrument to the Malawian culture, the ngoma, because of the way when women are dancing or men are dancing, we follow the patterns that the musicians are playing on the ngoma. So that's where my music probably comes from. Yeah. I do play quite a number of instruments, but I mean my main instrument is singing. I'm a vocalist, and then I play a bit of keyboards, guitar, some percussion and drumming, just standard set, and some bass as well. Yeah. I learned my music from church because back home in Malawi, music is beginning to develop at the moment, but we didn't have proper music schools. You didn't have proper music in the college. So if you want to learn music, you have to leave the country, probably travel to a better country, maybe South Africa or other countries, or even in Europe. So the first, in those days, I mean, the first thing that you have to, the first point of contact to learn music was the church. So I started learning the music from church, and then a British lady who was in Malawi gave me a gift, a keyboard as a gift when I was 6, and that started everything off. And started having kind of like a family relationship with the British family from the UK. Yeah. I've been to quite a number of countries because some years back I joined music competitions in Malawi, and I kind of won quite a number of music competition. Just to mention a few, I joined, there was a major international music competition which was happening in Southern Africa. It was sponsored by Norwegians, people from Norway, Sweden. I can just say Scandinavian countries. So quite a number of countries from Southern Africa were participating, and me and my group, we won it in Malawi, and then we had to represent my country at the international finals in Dar es Salaam, where we won it as well, and we had to go on a professional tour in Sweden and part of Norway, and we even part of Scotland. Well, in 2015, in my country, I kind of won like the Upcoming Artist of the Year award in Malawi. So after that, I kind of got like a gig invited in the United States, New York. So I went there alone. Of course, I performed there. So talking about my music education, looking at the youth in my country, I saw that there was a lack of music education because the government doesn't really put effort in developing art. is the 21st century. I mean, we can't be living like that. There's a need of someone to come from there and to kind of motivate the youth that we need educated musicians in the country. We do have few properly educated musicians in the country, but I mean, most of them they're educated outside the country, and so I kind of I was performing at the biggest music festival in Malawi. It's known as Lake of Stars. Surprisingly, it's kind of it was founded by a guy from the UK. It's still the biggest music festival in Malawi. The guy is called Will Jameson. So when I was performing there, I mean, a lot of fans. I had an interview with the BBC too and other channels from Africa. So they were kind of really. I was still at high school then, but they were kind of really impressed with my performance, and they kind of asked me like, "What do you want to do?" I said, "I want to study music because I feel like we need educated artists from this country." So that was my passion, and then some British guys took my material, brought it to the UK, and it landed in the hands of a school called LIPA. I mean, Liverpool Institute for Performing Arts, which was founded by Sir Paul McCartney. So from there, I kind of found a chance for a British family who supported me to study a diploma course. So I first studied a diploma course at LIPA, and then when I went back, I was like, I think I saw that most of the youth were really, they had someone they could point to and say like, oh, we can actually study this and we can actually be educated and understand the terms properly. So, and then I had to apply at the University of Salford, and I got a good response from the lecturers when they said like, no, we have given you a place and we're really impressed with what we saw. So that's why I'm here. Yes, I do compose my own music. Yeah, since I started my career, I mean, I've always been doing my original music. So I do only in few occasions when maybe in weddings and when people are really ask about doing covers, but basically at my own concerts, I do my own music. Yeah, sure. I think my greatest influence has been, there are quite a number of them, but a guy called Salif Keita. He's a guy from Mali, quite a big figure for Africa. So I just started listening to him when I was really young, and I was like, I think at that time I felt like my country needs a huge figure like this. So that's the guy. I mean, was influenced so much of my music. Yeah. I feel like there's kind of a change going on in the music industry at the moment in Africa because of the technology and everything. Because the music that I play at the moment, it's been changing with the likes of new artists who are making music out of softwares in the computers, and it's becoming more electronic, which was not the case in the past. So I'm kind of like trying to find a way how to fuse between the electronic and the old, I mean the roots, my real music, without diluting the nature, because there are quite a number of artists who are really popular from Africa at the moment, but when I listen to their music, it has lost I mean some of the taste of African music. So there's a need of someone who can use the same kind of like fuse and to keep the originality.